Look at this. You see that number? I want it to be 100. If I get 100 subscribers, I will get a new tattoo. And not just any tattoo. Oh no. I will get a tattoo of a little goose wearing little sunglasses. Why would I get a tattoo of a little goose wearing little sunglasses for 100 subscribers? There's no real reason. I want 100 subscribers and I want another tattoo. So it is your responsibility to make both happen. Subscribe for a goose. I want to get it out of the way right now. So I work at a pizza place, and this morning I was cutting vegetables and I sliced my finger while cutting onions. So the entire video I'm going to have this blue band-aid over my hand. Don't let it distract you. I'm actually going to sue for it. I'm going to sue the onions of the world. I'm going to be Kendra the Onion Heiress. Today we are going to be watching Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, and
as a girl of the 21st century,
I'm gonna be judging. Okay, so like the first 5 seconds of the movie, I'm already terrified because what is this doll? It's terrifying. Where's her neck? It looks like a haunted doll version of George Costanza. Just a little bit. Kinda. Hey, why is her room so spacious? If she lives on a spaceship, wouldn't her room be more small? They sure do have a lot of space up there in space. And like many blockbuster films, our main character is running late for school.
7:45. Zetus, lapetus.
But there was a traffic jam, so she had to crawl through the air vents in order to make it to class on time. What is up with Disney encouraging this type of reckless behavior? How many kids do you think attempted to crawl through their school's ventilation system because they saw a Disney character do it? Hey, comment below if you climbed through your school's ventilation system because a Disney character did it. Attention! If you or a loved one got injured by climbing through your school's ventilation shaft because you saw Xenon Carr, Kim Possible, or another beloved Disney character do it, then you may be entitled to financial compensation. It's a penny. You climbed through your school's ventilation shaft and got horribly injured, I'm assuming, so I will give you 1 penny. Here you go. Psych! Don't believe everything you see on TV, dumbasses. That's how you got in this situation in the first place.
Perhaps the most remarkable thing about President Clinton is that, unlike her father, Bill, who also held the office at the close of the last century,
very interesting that Disney is supporting a future with the Clinton lineage leading us at a time of such scandal for the Clinton family. It's very funny to me that they were able to imagine AirPods when they made this movie, but they couldn't imagine a future with the computers a little less chunky and with fewer buttons. So Xenon and Raven Baxter are freaking out because their favorite singer, Microbe, or Protozoa, I'm not sure which is his actual name, they kept changing it up, will be performing a concert at their space station.
Let's spread the word.
That sounded scarier than I think they intended. Along with the concert, they are holding a contest, and the winner gets to dance with Microbe on stage.
I'm gonna get to dance with Protozoa. Who said it's gonna be you? What is she? New in the galaxy?
Oh, shit!
And Xenon is pretty confident that she's going to win, but I can neither agree or disagree on this fact because they never say what the competition is. The winner gets to dance with Microbe on stage, so you think it would be like a dancing competition or a singing competition. It's not either of those things. It's something scarier. At the 50s diner on the ship, the captain announces that this big important businessman is coming to the ship, and he might actually shut down all operations up there.
Well, he'll never do that because we won't let him, right?
Because they've been having a lot of issues over the last year, like power blackouts and fires. But I can't focus on any of that because I'm just confused as to the purpose of this space station. At first I thought it was like all of humanity lived on the ship because Earth was destroyed. But it becomes obvious that that's not the case. So is it a college or a science place? Is it a college that does science stuff?
Big Bang.
Because Xenon's parents are doing bone marrow density research.
We need to show them things, like the fine work on bone marrow density being done by Mark and Astrid Carr.
But like, why does it have to be in space? Aren't there bones on Earth? Can't you use those bones? Why do they have to be space bones? What's wrong with Earth bones?
Sorry to barge you guys, but I'm in hysteria mode major. What's gonna happen to us if the Wyndham Beast rockets up here and hangs a condemn sign on our space day?
Slow down, Z. Retro fire.
Okay, I've got to say it now. I hate the future lingo talk. It doesn't make sense and I can't understand what they're saying.
You'd fully blow an O-ring if we had to return to Earth, huh, Mom?
Like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? So Xenon and her friends are discussing how dangerous Earth can be, with all the diseases and the climate change and crime rates. They're not wrong. Xenon decides to go on a spacewalk and then gets caught immediately. One small step for tweens, one giant leap for helicopter parenting.
And your father and I will be forced to ground you.
That is the third time this month you have pushed her into the stress helmet.
I want a stress helmet.
You gotta behave before she ends up in the chill chamber.
I want a chill chamber!
Xenon and Raven are hanging out later and they're talking about their entries for the microbe contest.
What do you think? I just did a dumb essay about what dancing with protozoa would mean to me.
First of all. Second of all, what are the guidelines to this contest? Is it literally just submit anything? An essay? A sculpture? A collection of cuddly stitches? Is this the contest?
Can I please meet Microbe now?
Xenon meets the important businessman and she gets a funny feeling about him. He seems to know everything about everyone on the ship and she does not trust these busy businessmen. We're gonna fast forward a bit because oh my god, this plot is developing so slowly. Xenon won the contest to dance with Microbe and the businessmen are still being suspicious. So Xenon gets her friend to help her break into a restricted room to stop the businessmen from breaking into a restricted room. Obviously she got caught because children tend to be stupid and don't plan things out. But it's important to note that the businessman dropped the flash drive, the very thing he broke into a restricted room to get. As punishment for breaking the rules, Xenon's parents decide to ground her.
We're grounding you. No, Z, I mean, we're really grounding you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
And when she's leaving, Nebula gives her the flash drive. Hey, 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 hey. I'll play with this, hey? You wanna play this one? I'm sorry, you can't be in here right now though. And when she's leaving, Raven gives her the flash drive as an earring. On Earth, Xenon is already feeling the effects of gravity and sneezing.
Thank you, gravity.
Are you all right?
Fine.
Why does she hate him so much?
You may fool a lot of people, Mr. Wyndham. You don't fool me.
Like, I get she's suspicious of him, but what has he done? All I've seen is him be very nice and give the ship a bunch of money. Hey, they got the electric cars right. One weird thing though is it's the future, but they're still driving around 2006 Volkswagen Beetles. They have boats that can fly, but they couldn't upgrade from German engineering. I had a 2006 Beetle, and let me tell you, she had issues. Mostly me hitting potholes and practically destroying the wheel. Not the tires, the wheels. But they were not cheap repairs.
You don't see that every day.
Who would want to?
Let me tell you something. This girl, I hate her. Disney did a really good job at creating an unlikable character because I, an adult, despise this child. This young lady deserves a firm talking to. The entire movie, she is just being mean and petty and jealous and not being supportive of other women. She is the definition of a mean girl. So Xenon is just having a terrible time on Earth between dealing with bullies, eating the strange foods, and learning the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit, because for some reason, even 100 years in the future, the United States still have to be the one dipshits that do everything different.
I heated it to 250 degrees Celsius.
Down here, we're still using Fahrenheit.
Things get even worse though when she gets home and the whole place is ransacked, though nothing was stolen. Interesting. It's almost like the one thing they were looking for wasn't there. So the dreamy boy of the movie invites Xenon to meet his horses, just so he can show her what it's like to live in the slow lane, you know, here on Earth.
Door
So is this like a new take on those Hallmark movies? A big city girl goes back to her small country town and learns the true meaning of Christmas. But instead of learning about the true meaning of Christmas, she learns how to eat fruit. After the horse date, Dreamy Boy takes Xenon out to dinner and mentions paying for it twice.
Slow down, I said I'd buy you dinner, not 10 dinners. Considering how many horses I'm gonna have to groom to pay for tonight.
Which is not very dreamy, if you ask me. If you're gonna pay for it, pay. You don't have to make a spectacle about it. Together, the 13-year-olds break into the internal data bank without breaking a sweat.
You hacked your way into their internal data bank?
Without breaking a sweat.
Stellar!
They figure out that the businessmen are actually after her earring. They take it to the smart friend's place, and, Margie's just being a bitch.
Before she dropped out of the sky like a ton of space junk. Isn't it only fair to let them know that their contest winner won't be around for her big dance?
I don't see why any of this is your business, Margie.
It's not. My business is keeping you away from Gregory.
I know she's a child, but oh my god, she's such a bitch. She needs a timeout or to have her iPad taken away. I don't know, but someone needs to parent this brat.
It's a highly sophisticated, untraceable nanovirus that'll slowly continue to replicate inside a system until the entire hard drive crashes down and self-destructs.
It's kind of hard to follow, but I think the earring flash drive had a virus or something that the businessmen were going to put on the ship, so all of the main engines power down. So Xenon and Dreamy Boy ditch school to go save the space station.
Let's go.
Go? Go where? School's about to start.
Not for me.
And I know I'm being picky here, but why does Disney keep giving kids these ideas? Like between the vent diving and the school ditching, it's a miracle my generation turned out to be as intelligent and responsible as we are. So Xenon calls her parents to tell them what is happening to the ship, and they gaslight more than Edward.
I can't believe you still think I'm making this up.
Well, nobody's gonna believe you.
What's pissing me off is that while they're ignoring her, they're also running around and wondering why the ship isn't working. And if they would just shut up and listen, they would find out.
How could she possibly know that the system failures are becoming more frequent?
She just told you.
Why can't they figure out what is wrong?
Xenon already did. I mean, Jesus, she just said it. Put on your listening ears. So creepy businessman goes to Xenon's house and offers to give her a ride back to the space station if she gives him her flash drive earring.
I give you a lift and you give me the disc?
Wait! Write it. Sign it.
You think that's gonna hold up in the court of law? The back of your math homework?
See, now I've got the disc and you have got squat.
Well, now it definitely won't hold up in the court of law. It's all wrinkly now. Luckily, Xenon thought of that.
I said I gave him a disc. Ingenuity major. We can have as many rainbow discs as we need.
So really, that point of the plot wasn't necessary. Xenon and Dreamy Boy have a very romantic moment together.
If you leave now, I'm really gonna miss you.
If you want to kiss me, just do it.
I hated that.
Hello? I could have sworn I told you to stay away from Gregory.
Ew, God, stop!
All right, I'm not your boyfriend.
Not since she arrived.
Not ever. I never was. I never will be. Swallow the reality pill. Read my flapping lips, okay? Xenon or no Xenon, I will never be your boyfriend.
Yes, finally!
Make her cry!
The final flight to space took off before Xenon could get on, so it looks like all hope is lost.
It's really awful. But wouldn't it be viral if the explosion happens while Microbe's there?
Wow, this girl's family is going to die. All of her friends. Everyone she's ever known will literally fall from the sky and die. But all Margie cares about is Microbe. But that gave Xenon the idea to hitch a ride with Microbe when he goes up to space for his concert.
Margie, you are a mega genius.
Now Xenon, Microbe, the businessman, and her aunt are all on their way up to space.
Today's journey is one small step for Microbe and one giant leap for rock and roll!
There's 30 seconds before the ship's systems fail, but Xenon saves them with literally no time to spare. The businessmen get arrested.
Arrest those men.
And finally, it's time for the concert. And since Xenon is such a good friend, she lets Raven dance with Microbe on stage, so she can FaceTime her new boyfriend. Okay. I know this is supposed to be nice and sweet. Like, oh yay, they're trying long distance.
That's precious.
But ew, I hate it. It's bringing back some gross memories. When I was in 6th grade, I had a long distance boyfriend, just like Xenon. So our dates were me going roller skating on Friday nights, requesting the DJ play our song, then calling my boyfriend on my flip phone and just skating with the phone during couple skate. I don't even want to tell you what the song was. I won't do it. It's just so embarrassing. Well, it was the Plain White Tees, but I'm not gonna tell you the song. No way. It was Hey There Delilah. But at least our song had some content. This song is just, it's not good. And that's the end of Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. Well guys, getting this video out has been entirely too stressful for me, so I'm gonna go hang out in my chill chamber. Make sure to like and subscribe for that goose tattoo, and I'll see you next time.